allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Trish.
Mrs. Brew?
Here.
Ms. Langless?
Here.
Mr. Menegini? Mr. Moraro?
Here.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Here. Do I have a motion to excuse Mr. Menegini?
Motion we excuse Mr. Menegini.
Support.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Move on to approval of the agenda. Is there any questions on the agenda or additions? If not, I need a motion.
Motion we approve the agenda.
Support.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes. Move on to approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of January 21st, 2026.
I make a motion we approve the minutes for the regular meeting of January 21st, 2026.
Support.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Move on to the manifest. Sarah, did you have any questions?
I did not know.
Ricky?
No.
Jeff?
None, Madam Mayor.
I had a couple. What did I do with them? On page 3 of 6, down towards the bottom, under electric, it says, maintenance on number 203, 204, 208, 210. Can you find out what them are for?
Yeah.
Custom truck one source.
I almost want to say it was a DOT inspection things, but I'll verify what those are.
Yeah, just so you know, guys, it's to the tune of about,
I know it's a lot of money.
$15,000.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, good question, Ken.
And then, under 4 of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, slow cooker, $116.99.
Sorry.
You see it there? It's under Zorro Tools. It's a slow cooker, under electrical utility.
Oh. I can ask it, it might be a slow cooker for something, or it could be combined with a bunch of other little things. I told you it was.
Well, it's an expensive slow cooker if we got one.
I mean, oftentimes it's combined with another tool or two, but we can only have so much room to put the descriptions.
I didn't know we were in the business of slow cooking, but okay.
Well, who knows what's going on down in that little cabin, Candy?
Do I have a motion on the approval of manifest 2026-03?
I'll make a motion that we approve manifest 2026-03 in the amount of $234,144.18.
Support.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes?
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Move on to public comment. Any item of interest, anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on any item of interest shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person. Agenda items. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on an agenda item only shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes. We'll move on to action items. Item number 1, special event, breastfeeding awareness walk.
So this is something we've done every year, at least in the last 3 or so years since I've been here.
We've been doing it for lots.
Yeah, I can't remember when we haven't done it. It's at Strawberry Lake. I don't believe there's much of a difference between the previous years. We've never had any issue down there with this walk. We do recommend that council approve this special event.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the special event application for the Dickinson Iron District Health Department for a breastfeeding awareness walk.
Support.
Ms. Langlis?
Yes.
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Item number 2, special event, Adventure Bike Club.
So this is year 3, Solange, if I recall. So this is where the 906 Adventure Team has been utilizing Marion Park for we call it youth kind of involvement training on mountain bike riding and the trails. They're also the group that put up those lights that everyone has enjoyed immensely down there. So is there any major differences this year between the previous years?
No, everything's the same. I know last year we moved, our first year we were closer to the tennis courts. Last year we planned to expand, so we moved a little bit more between the tennis courts and like the softball field and that big area there. We'll reuse that again. Once again, our goal is 50 kids or more, so it'll be about the same traffic as we've had the last several years. Hopefully if we can get more volunteers, we'll have more kids.
Council also recalls we approved them to have a storage shed in that area. So if you're down there during this time of year, it's busy, which is very good to see. I've never had a complaint or any conflict of interest or conflict of event or anything like that with this group. We would recommend that council continue to approve this. I think it's very good for the community, and we are the city of trails. I think it just adds to what we're trying to become.
And I'd like to thank you guys for what you do down there. I think it's a great thing. I think it's great for kids and everybody else, and you know, it's nice that people step up, and hopefully you'll get some more volunteers. I know that's always hard to get, but we do appreciate you using the facility, and it's a great thing.
Well, we appreciate the support of the city. Without, you know, the support of you guys behind us, we wouldn't have anywhere to do it, so we're very thankful.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion, we approve the Adventure Bike Club special event for this year.
Support.
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langlis?
Yes.
Move on to item number 3, Knights Kingdom Playground Replacement Funding.
So just wanted to get this kind of back on the table and for discussion again. The last time we discussed it, we had discussed the set that we got a price for when we did the Spark grant, and at that time that one was $675,000. We took about $250 off because we would be doing it a little differently. What I brought tonight from a cost comparison, I have in here what's been going on at the Lake Antoine Park project there. They had a 2-phase project, a $200,000 phase 1 and a $400,000 to finish phase 2, so the $400,000 total. What I kind of wanted to point out is to show you, the project we're looking at, it's not out of line from a cost perspective. It's not apples to apples. It's difficult to do that. But you can kind of see what they've done in their phase 1 and their phase 2 for what they're looking to pay. I think we are in the ballpark of what ours looks like. The play-by design, I think it's imperative that we look at that play-by design style, and that's what we commit to. It's what was done currently. It's the same group as what was done 35 years ago. I think it's, for our community, I believe it's very important to have that same feel and look as what was original. I do think it's a draw from outside of the community. People used to come here specifically for that. I think of the playgrounds of Norway, I think that is a bigger deal than what we have at Marion Park. We travel ourselves to different playgrounds with our son. We probably would travel less if we had, what we're looking at Strawberry Lake. So where we started with the playground, we had started discussing using 3 rounds of the rec money. And that kind of got tossed around back and forth with the council several different times with a bit of uncertainty of wanting to allocate those funds because of expensive electric department projects down the road and uncertainty of certain grants. The very, very original discussion for funding to get it kicked off was about $200,000 reserve fund for recreation capital improvements. And they have it under the Fiume Lake headline. I can't tell you exactly why it says Fiume Lake or where it came from. If it was part of that original deal way back when, I'm uncertain, but it is restricted for park recreation capital improvement. And so I'm circling back at that original plan because at the time, when we originally proposed that, we realized it was being calculated as part of the general fund's fund balance. And at that time, that was a big percentage of that reserve cash, and therefore not comfortable utilizing it. The general fund balance is in a very different spot now. And so we are far more comfortable with that $200,000 that is already reserved for this purpose, type of purpose, to have the ball rolling on this project. Now that $200,000 is in an investment CD that is not, it isn't mature until October of this year. So, you know, what I'm looking for from council, hopefully tonight is kind of a two approval point. It's committing to the $200,000, even though we can't use that until it comes due in October. So we're looking at a summer likely of 27 to get this built. Well, if we can't touch it until October, and it's $200,000, we still need to do a significant amount of fundraising to finish off. The cost of the equipment part, so if you look at the breakdown from the original proposal, and it likely is up a little bit more. We originally budgeted $475. $386,000 was essentially all of the material, the playground material, the structural plastic, the cost for the company, the engineering designs. So it was $386, so say $400,000. And the rest of the money that's a bit of the unknown. That is all the things that are oftentimes donated as part of these projects. We have a lot of local materials and screws, bolts, things like that. That is part of that fundraising effort. But what I've struggled with is when do we kick off this fundraising effort to get there? And for me, the barrier has been, what is the city's commitment? And what is the city's commitment to which plan, which design? Because I feel like it's hard to go to people to donate and start that process when they don't, we can't say what we're putting in. If it's zero, at least we can say zero. If it's 200, we can say we're out putting in 200. And this is the design. The design can change over time, but the big point I'm making is that play-by-design style, to emulate the style that's there, to me is important. Rather than like, a Lake Antoine, what you normally see everywhere else. The play-by-design was they came up here, they met with the school children, we got input from all the schools of the Norway Vulcan School, and that's what's incorporated here. Again, it can change as we go, the type of slide and things like that.
Right, that's awesome.
And I know, like, when we looked, like, remember the slide being, it's expensive, that slide's $20,000, and it seems crazy. When you look at the Lake Antoine things and some of the things they want to purchase, this little worm that they want to crawl on is $14,000. It's expensive. I don't know why, but it is. It's so, what we were showing, it's not crazy. So my request tonight is to look at that $200,000, to commit to that, and commit to the play-by-design, so you can call it a concept. As we get rolling with fundraising and in-kind, things like that, we can start developing and seeing where we're getting to. Do we have to scale it back? Do we have to do a phase 1 or phase 2 based on kind of where we are financially and when we start to need to order material? So it's not set in stone 100% of that design, but I want to make sure we look at that style. I think it's important to have that look.
And you have to have that, because people are already asking me.
Yeah.
They're saying, we want to donate or we want to buy equipment. Well, you can't, if you don't have a design, it's pretty hard for them to donate for part of the equipment.
And we've been pushing that design. That's what we posted at the park. That's what we posted here, because that's kind of where we all started.
Thank you for doing your, looking at the other design. I know I was one of the ones who asked for that. Just remind me, For the BP money that we get, we call it REC money, but what does that acronym stand for?
It's the energy, I don't know if the rec, it's the energy credits.
Okay, so it's like renewable energy.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with recreation?
No, not at all.
Just
No.
wanted the public
No,
to
it's
know
the-
that.
It's the green energy credits that we produce.
But
Yeah.
we have used that before, allocated that money before, because that money always, before, a long time ago, always went into the general fund. And we
Yeah.
have allocated that money to pay for other things.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure I was clear on that.
And
As far as the ground, are we looking at putting in a poured rubber or anything? Do you-
no,
Okay,
so the poured-in-place rubber pushed us way out of our, it was around 250,000 just for that. What's in here now is not ideal, it's your engineered rubber. Now, the one thing, and that we had that figure around 25 or 30,000. Now, what the Lake Antoine Park is using is a turf. And they have in there, I think I wanted to say it was 50 or 60,000. So that's another angle as we would move forward that we start looking at if we can, maybe not the entire Strawberry Lake playground area, but around, within where the playground structures are, and then we can have pathways to get to those, so then it is fully ADA accessible. The playground structure itself it's wide, it's meant to be 2 double wheelchair to go back and forth, so it is all-inclusive, but the engineered rubber is not the best, but it was to get the price down, and looking at the turf, I think it'd be more feasible, because it's not crazy more. There you go. Synthetic turf is $52,500 for the Lake Antoine project.
but
We don't
overall,
have-
we don't want to use mulch anymore.
No, it
No,
wouldn't be
that's what I was
mulch.
just gonna say.
I mean, that engineered rubber is a better version of mulch. But as we go, and part of the, why I don't like pushing things off to like the 27, this was my fear in the beginning when we started talking about this, that we wouldn't, the funding idea would change and then we would get lost and maybe we'd have a empty site and never
Do you know what my fear in the beginning was? How the hell do we afford another $600,000 park in a town of 2,900?
Yep. And it shouldn't be the 600.
As your park and representative, I sat there last week and guess what? Zero support for $600,000 park. Sorry, there was then. The
would
chairman
say-
said, I agree. Yes or
John
no?
Beck said that, and prior to that, John Beck and all of them recommended to council this playground.
Yeah, well, like I told them, and we agreed, we definitely want to do something with Knights Kingdom as a council. The question is, what's the financial commitment from the city?
That's where we're at, right?
Yeah,
Right, okay.
that's what I'm saying. The 200 grand is great, if that's what it says about the 200 grand, I'm 100% with that, right? That we put that 200,000 from the Fumie sale as the starting point for Knights Kingdom. Now the question is, how do we get the other $300,000 to $400,000, and what does the park look like? I mean, that's a big ask, right? From the community. We've got an unbelievable facility at Marion Park that we support
It's not the same,
totally.
not the same.
Well, it's not the same, Ken.
It's not at Marion Park. That down there was used way more. I'm not gonna say what the baseball and that.
Oh my God,
Yes.
it's not even close on what the usage is. Marion Park's used
I
tons more.
said without the fields and that. I'm talking the playground.
Okay,
I'm saying down there, that park itself was used a lot more when it was in good shape.
yeah.
And
there's-
it's an eyesore
As a
to our
playground,
community.
yeah.
Yeah, as a playground.
Right.
I'm not talking to sports. I said that once to you. I said it is used down there more than Marion Park. Maybe not lately because it wasn't kept up. I think it looks like an eyesore. I'm not saying what amount of money gotta go in there, but if you don't think that the kids in this community deserve to have a good park to put there, I think you're wrong.
Great. And I'm just gonna throw out that, how many parks do you think 2,900 people can support at
And
the-
more people go there than that because we get people from out of town too.
Yeah,
And that
great.
brings
Who pays no
business.
taxes?
I don't care if they pay taxes, they bring money into the community. Don't you have a business?
I have a business.
Yeah, do you think maybe a couple people might stop and buy meat or something?
have.
Right,
They have.
so you're supporting your community too.
I think Strawberry definitely needs a playground back. I remember the days when my kids got old enough where they played on the playground, and I did a lap walking around the lake at the same time. It's a nice, safe place to have them even as toddlers because of the fence. So that's something that Marion does not have. There are not those walking paths. Marion's playground's great when there's softball or baseball going on, but other than that, it's in the middle of the sun, there's just nothing else.
And there's lots of traffic there.
Terrific. I'm not arguing that. I want to rebuild Knights Kingdom. My question is, how much money, taxpayer money, do we have to put into rebuilding
That
Knights
is
Kingdom?
not taxpayer money.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's.
Candy, you wanna go on record on the Rex right now, me and you?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously,
Okay.
Candy,
Yeah.
we don't wanna do that.
Okay.
That's taxpayer
If
money.
you're threatening me, don't do it.
I'm not threatening you.
Can I interject, just to break it up a little bit? Okay, so from my understanding, the CD is gonna come into fruition in October this year, correct? And it's $200,000 that needs to be allocated towards Parks and Rec.
Right.
So why would we not take that and use that?
No
and
doubt.
make that- And make that a jumping off point? I mean, that's
Right.
perfect, right?
No problem.
And then we go forward from there, you know what I mean, just trying to
Exactly.
figure out. And I will say, like, when I moved here, you know, from Massachusetts, Knights Kingdom was huge for my children. My children are now in their teens, and my oldest is 27. But even as a teenager in middle school, and then as I slowly watched it decline, it was like almost this depressing, and it is an eyesore. But it is a really nice spot to have that. And also, I also went to I think, Dan, that was the first time I ever met you, was when the kids had put a collection of like what they had designed, that certain things about this playground are actually designed and asked for by the kids in the elementary school and the middle school, I think. I don't know about the high schoolers if they were involved at all, but maybe they were. But I know that the high schoolers, you know, they don't have anywhere to go either. This is a very small town. It's very, kids need, our children need this. And also, when my daughter comes up from Oshkosh, we always used to go over there. Although the last time we went over there, I actually connected with Dan because I was like, there's spruce popping out of everything we need to, and then, you know, it just was shut down. So yes, this would be fabulous, and it would be it's a tourist attraction as well, which does bring money into the town. I agree with that. When you have something like this, it's something that people look at and they go to, and they come up to visit their families, whatever it is, something to do. You know, there isn't a lot to do, especially not for kids. So, I'm, you know, yeah. So if that's what that money is for, and it's allocated for Parks and Rec, why would we not use that for that?
Right, and then we go ahead and we try to fundraise. If we
Yeah.
have to scale it back, we have to scale it back.
And I know a couple of places that have agreed already, even just by me talking about the, you know, when I first learned about this, that are willing to, like, maybe they could buy a brick, you know what I mean, with
Yes.
their name on it. There's different ways to do things.
The fencing, we
Yeah.
talked about that, for the fencing to go around.
Yep,
We
so
could
people
have
like to, like,
names.
donate if, like, their name is mentioned, or like their name's on a brick, or, you know what I mean, different things like that. And there are lots of ways to raise that
100%
money.
agreement.
So.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's not make it a city-only funded project, right?
Right, I
We have to get
100%, I
right from the
100% agree
beginning
with that.
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 what I was looking for is just that 200 and the design idea.
yeah.
What's the design?
What was in your
It's the
packet?
same one that we've had for, I don't know, a year or so, or a year and a half from Play by Design.
Do you mean that we stick with play-by-design concept, but some things might get scaled back if we
Things could
can't
be scaled
fundraise?
back. I'm just saying, stick to, you know, the Play by
The original
Design
plan.
concept, because that concept, remember, Play by Design, that company, the founding members of that company worked for the company that came in and built what we have today.
Now, are we involving the people of the town also in building it too with this
This is a community
cost?
build.
So it is, so that's added into this, is that the community will help build this as well? And
Yeah,
this is- Does that bring the cost down at all, or is that what we're estimating here by looking at what we're looking at?
There's no cost in this for.
For actually building?
The only cost for the construction part is what the company would bring their 1 or 2 people down.
Okay.
That basically supervise the groups we put together.
So I would imagine with the people in town, with the amount of dads and parents and grandparents, we would be able to get a collective to be able to put that playground up.
Yeah, I mean, once we start moving forward, I have to organize several different committees of volunteers that oversee food, tools, children.
Yep.
So there's a lot of that goes into this.
So it's a really community, bringing together the community to build something
And
as
that's
well, which is
just how
super
that one was
positive.
built.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, because then we're all in it together, right? So that's a good thing
Yeah.
too. I mean, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
So
all I
12
had.
grand for the design.
Yep. Yeah.
And like I had said, a lot of these, a couple of these designs are like the kids themselves had said, you know what I mean? And they were really cute. They had drawn them out. It was adorable, absolutely adorable. I love that presentation.
And so
Super
far,
cute.
our investment has been $3,000. That's what we originally had the play-by-design architect come up here, visit the site, and then went to the school, and then did her initial drawings, and then that's what we have right now. And that's kind of where we stopped. Now, like Antoine, they raised 200,000+. You know, we've been reached out to by large companies, whether it's for labor help or financial assistance. We have a whole playlist of how we will try to fundraise with the bricks or the pickets for the fence. And I think, you know, summer of '27, that's gonna have to be, because there's a lot.
To do, but we
To
gotta
do,
get
yeah.
on it now. We've been talking
Yeah.
about it long enough.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the allocation of 200,000 Fumy Lake monies to the replacement of Knights Kingdom and approve the play-by-design concept as its replacement.
Support?
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes?
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Move on to mayor council comments. Sarah, did you have anything for tonight?
No, I'm just really thankful that we could all come into agreement and we all unanimously voted for that. That makes me happy. It's exciting for the kids. It's it's like a new adventure, and I think it'll be really positive. I look forward to being able to bring my granddaughter there and be a part of building it. Maybe they can come up and help with that. It's future generations, and it's just really cool. So that's all.
Ricky?
No comments, thank you.
Jeff?
No, ma'am.
I want to thank my council members. I've been out for a few months. I've had like tragedy after tragedy. And I just want to thank my council for all the support that you gave in me during this time. That's all I have.
Of course.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion we adjourn.
Do you want to do closed session, or do you want to wait for Rico to be present?
Oh,
Yeah, let's wait for Rico.
Yeah,
That's fine.
agreed.
Sorry about that. I didn't see that there.
So I'll second the adjourning then.
Okay.
do we need
Motion by
to?
Jeff, seconded
Yes.
by Sarah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.